receipt to receive here, and I'll scan the next item. As you can see, if everything goes according to plan, the user can simply just scan, verify the quantity, and then scan again. There's very little, actually touching the screen. This next item requires lot number tracking, so the system has automatically detected that lot numbers are enabled for this item, so we have to put that in. Let me just demonstrate what you can do. For example, if you can't scan the number, then you have the possibility to type it in manually. Let's just do that. And this item has also been set up to capture expiration dates. And let me just show how you do a partial receipt. So let's say we get 10 of this particular lot number. To receive another lot number, you simply scan the item again. You put in another lot number, another expiration date, and then the system will suggest the quantity remaining to fulfill the order line. So now we have received 15 of the chocolate with mint flavor, and scan the last item. We have an item that uses serial number tracking, and that is even easier to support, because here we just scan the serial number. This automatically increments the quantity by 1. We can just finish scanning, and then as the last step here, you can see the system has automatically detected that all order lines are handled, and it tells this to the user and asks if he wants to post immediately. And in this case, yes, we do. Now this feature is, when you only have 4 order lines, it's easy to see that we are done, because everything is green. But if you have 100 order lines, or just 50, it just saves the operator from scrolling through the lists and just being very confident that he has handled everything. All right, so system is configured to capture the delivery note numbers when we do a receipt, and when we hit OK, we send the data to NAV 2013, and now the warehouse receipt has been posted, and the item tracking information has been registered in NAV. And I hope you could see that once the user really just needs to know that he has to scan an item, and then the system will pretty much guide him through the work process by asking a piece of information at a time. All right, we can go back here to NAV, and I'll just hit update. We can see now we have 5 putaways, because when you post the warehouse receipt, NAV will automatically generate a putaway. Let's just keep the putaway, and we can go and have a look at one of the purchase orders. So we can see this was one of the orders that we worked on. We had the mint product was the one that had lot number information. So if we look at the item tracking, you can see the lot numbers that was entered on the mobile device, and the expiration date is in a hidden column. All right. So that was receiving. The next thing I want to show you is how to do picking. And let's go back to the role center. And so we wanna work on. We have 5 sales orders that we need to handle today, and I'll just create a new warehouse shipment, and I'll ship from the white location. And again, I'll use the function to get all the sales orders for this particular customer. Now this customer has placed multiple orders, and I want to ship them in one shipment. So let's run this, and you can see we have from 2 different sales orders. These are the items that we have just received. Now, the items received are still sitting in the in the inbound dock. We haven't put them away, but we have something else in stock. All right, so we have the shipment, and let's just release it, and then we'll create a pick order from this shipment. And I just want to make sure that they're sorted by bin ranking, to get the optimal route through the warehouse. And you can see now we have pick activity number 9 has been created, and we can now go to the mobile device and have a look at that. All right, so we'll go into the picking module. And we look at the white location. And we can see we have pick number 9. In case some of you are wondering what the log symbol is, let me just demonstrate. I have another mobile device that we can just remote control. Let's just bring that up. So this is one mobile device and the other device. When I select the pick order on the demo device, then if I use another mobile device and look at the same orders, the other users will see that, okay, now this order has been locked, and meaning that someone is working on it. All right. So to do the picking, again, we scan the item that we want to pick. So we scan the item, or you scan the barcode associated with that item, and then we scan the bin code. So let's take from this bin, and enter the quantity that you picked. The next item is a serial number tracked item, and let's just have a look here. So now I need to put in a serial number, and of course I need to put in a serial number that NAV has registered in this particular bin. In a real warehouse, it's not this is not a problem, because they'll just scan the barcode on the item. Here I'll just demonstrate one of our other features, because I want to see what serial numbers I have in this particular bin, so I can put in the correct information. I'm going to use the bin content feature to look up a relevant serial number. So I'll put in the bin code. All right. So I can see I'm looking for, so I have something with serial number 3. All right, that's easy to put in. So let me just type that in on the mobile device. So let's do that. All right. So that was handling the item with serial numbers. The next item, so this is just registering the quantity, so that's easy. And this item, this requires lot number tracking, so let's look up that information. So we can see we have 8 of this particular lot number, and you can see the expiration date on it as well. Let's try to put in that. So we have of course, this is where you would do scanning to prevent any typing errors. All right, that was actually the last registration, and I can now you can post the pick order, and that happened, very quickly. All right, let's say okay to that. If you want to keep NAV updated, while you're picking, for example, if you have a pick order with 100 lines, the user at any point that he wants to send in information to NAV and just register what he has done so far, you can just click the post button. It'll update NAV and just remove those lines that have already been handled on the mobile device. But it's So let's go back to NAV, and we can now see when I update the shipment. Now it has been completely picked. We have registered all the items tracking information needed, and we can simply post the shipment. All right. Okay, so let's go back and look at some of the other features of on the mobile device. So, if we go back to this bin, this is where we picked the serial number 3. You can now see that's not available anymore. So that has been taken out of something else. That is, from the bin content screen. Now, let me just show you the main menu on this other device. So you can see on this main menu we have for example, a feature called unplanned move, and this is a great feature, and it's accessible from the main menu. But the really good thing about our solution, and that really just shows how customizable it is, if you have a feature that you see on the main menu that you say, okay, I really want to have access to that feature, maybe part of the picking process, or part of the receiving process, or as I've shown over here, I can activate the unplanned move feature from the bin content screen. So I have put it down here, but the idea is, in the menu that you see here, you can put in any a link to any feature that you have on the main menu and just get access to it from there. But I want to move this particular serial number to somewhere else. So let's start up the unplanned move, and it will go directly, populate necessary fields. It'll pre-populate that I'm moving from this bin. The serial number is populated as well. We just need to tell where we are moving it to. So I'll put it. Oh, so I was scanning on the other device. That won't work. Let me just type it in manually here. All right. That's it. We've moved it to bin 8. Let's just look up the information. You can see we have it. We have it here. All the functionality that you see on the mobile device, looking up the bin content and moving items between bins, it's all been implemented using the standard journals in NAV. What we're really doing here is just collecting information so we can put it into the right fields, into the right journals and documents in NAV, and and just activate the standard posting functionality to and this really, it has a huge benefit for the guys in the warehouse, because effectively they don't need to open up the nav client to use the warehouse module. They can just use the mobile device, and again, it saves on training. So it's only the warehouse manager that needs to know what's going on, and he can create the tasks for the employees. But otherwise, yeah, we believe that we make the warehouse module look a lot better and at least more easily accessible to the people that need it for to input the data. All right. So maybe we can have a look at some of the other features as well, because we have a feature here that you can typically use. If you need to set up a new cross-reference, you have an item that now has a new barcode. You can use the item cross-reference feature to register new barcodes. Let's just go back to nav and let's have a look at, for example, we can say, so this particular item, if we look up the cross references for this item, you can see we haven't registered any barcodes yet. Let's say okay, and this is what we want to do on the mobile device. So it was item number 8218. Then we put in the barcode. So let's just put in something and select the unit of measure associated with it. Now we have added a cross-reference for that particular item. We can go back, have a look, and now we have a new one. And again, this is this is a feature that we typically give access to in the receiving module, because this is where you'll find out if if you're receiving items with barcodes that you don't know. And with our solution, you can set up as many barcodes you want. We have customers that where the vendors send items, they update the barcode on the item, and they'll actually have the same item but with different barcodes on it in stock at the same time. With our solution, they don't know it. They'll just the system just handles it automatically. All right, let's have a look at some of the other features. We have the possibility to print labels directly from the mobile device as well. Again, this is typically something that is used in the receiving scenario. If you get items in that do not have any labels attached to them, you can either print on a stationary printer. This is what is if you need to print large volumes, this is the typical setup. But if you have the need to print individual labels that needs to be put on a single pallet or box, and you have and you don't want to walk all the way to the stationary printer, then we can hook up a mobile Bluetooth printer with the system and print directly from the mobile device. This is just an option if it can add value to your process. All right. I think I just wanna demonstrate another the feature that is typically the first one to be used is the planned inventory counting, and it works. You've seen receiving, you've seen picking. The inventory counting it looks exactly as the work process is exactly the same. And you go to the warehouse and look at periodic activities. You can see we have the warehouse physical inventory journals, and the only change we've made to the standard application here is we've added a field where you can release a journal to mobile device. This means where you normally would create the journal in nav and then do a print. and hand that piece of paper over to the people that needs to do the counting. You would just create the journals and then release the journal to the mobile device, and it will pop up on the device just as as any other order. All right. So I can see I have a couple of questions on the chat. Let me just have a look at those. There's a question about if sales return orders are supported, and if you use the advanced functionality, or use the inventory putaways or the warehouse receipt, the sales return order is just another source document, and that's supported as standard. Yes. So another question about which versions of NAV that we support, and we have customers running our solution as far back as version 360. We have on version 4, 5, 2009, and now 2013. All right. Then there's a question, if the solution can handle splitting lines for picking and put away, and line splitting is something that well, I think I can actually show it to you, because we still have a put away created here for the items we received. So let's have a look at that. So let's go to the mobile device. Let's look at the putaways. Typical way to split lines is to register another bin than the one that NAV has suggested. So let's try to do that. All right, and we select the putaway. All right, so the first line with the caramel intense product, I'll just scan that, and then NAV. We're using directed put away and pick, so NAV has calculated that this would be the best bin items in. But in this case, I know better, because there's only room for 3, so I'll put 3 in this bin, and I want to put 7 in the bin next to it. So I'll scan the item again. Oh, that was the wrong item. I'll scan the item again, and then I'll scan the bin next to it. The system will detect this, but the standard configuration is to allow the user to override it. So let's say yes to this, and just put in 7 in that other bin. There's another screen I didn't show you before. You can go into the menu and click registrations, where you can see exactly what you have done, with the quantity of 10. So we can see 3 pieces in this bin and 7 pieces in this bin. This is the screen you go to if you need to make corrections to the data before you send it to NAV. But let's just post this particular line. So we can go and post. It will tell me that you're not finished yet, but yeah, I know that. I just want to send in this information. Now we've sent in this one line, and now the system automatically updates, and now you can see we only have 6 lines left, but you stay on the same order. And as I told you before, the user is can send in the data whenever he wants. Yeah, so you can get the benefit of always having NAV updated. All right, so let's have a look at this line. So if we go to the warehouse module and look at the history and the registered putaways, So the last one will be the one that we worked on, and let me just show you the action type engine code. Yeah, it's enough. What happened? All right. Come on. Okay, so we can see we have one take line, and then we have placed, split that line into two. So again, from the user's point of view, he doesn't need to know about splitting lines in NAV. He just registers in multiple bins, and the system figures this out automatically. All right, I think that's it for the. That's all the time we have. Where is it? So we go. Just want to close on this final. So please remember that the demo I did was using the advanced warehouse functionality, but we support all the ways you can configure NAV to work with the different piece of information. And you can actually have a situation where you have one warehouse, one location where you want to use the advanced functionality, and you have another warehouse where you just want to use purchase orders and sales orders. Our solution looks at the location card and again adapts to how that has been set up. I hope you have enjoyed this demo, and if you want to have more information, you're welcome to contact us. If you want to get the presentation as a to show it, look at it offline, we can send it to you. Thank you very much, and have a nice day.